Time now for Coming In Hot with Brent Wallace, former Ottawa Senator Jason York, and Graham Nichols.
Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Coming In Hot. Brent Wallace alongside Jason York. Graham has the day off. Jaime Baker will join us shortly, or he's at least scheduled to. We'll get him in. Nice to see you, Yorkie.
Graham's got the day off? What the hell? What's he doing?
He's keeping the city safe.
Okay, he's working. Well, he doesn't have the day off.
Well, he's got that little part-time job thing he does.
Is he a volunteer fireman? Is that what you're telling me?
No, he gets paid handsomely. Speaking of which, before I even forget this show brought to you by Bet365. We had Frank McDougall at it again yesterday. I know Graham's not here, but he did send this along as the three, and we'll get to Michael Amadio in a sec because there's lots of news. The three Amadios, Yorkie.
Ta-da! The three Amadios. Do we all have a number 20? What number are we wearing there?
We're all wearing Amadio jerseys. It's just you, me, and Graham.
Yeah. Are you on the Amadio bandwagon too, Wally?
What are you talking about? We've had this discussion.
I just don't know if you really, really appreciate what he does.
I like it. Listen, as a fourth line guy, I am all in on anybody that works hard.
Stop.
No skill in these hands.
You're a fourth line. You're an old goalie. You're an old goalie.
But if I was a player, I'd be a fourth line player.
What's that line in the Slapshot movie? As a goalie, you're a goalie. You're supposed to be nuts.
Yeah. So the lines are out. So we got so much news to get covered. I know you're busy. You got a game today. So the news is out that Brady Tkachuk, obviously out 4+ weeks. And when Travis Green made the comment, he kind of slid it under, maybe longer. It kind of went unnoticed a little. I think it's longer than 4 weeks. And my guess is because it is confirmed that he is seeking a second opinion in New York, and that's Dr. Robert Hotchkiss, who's a world-renowned wrist and hand specialist. That surgery might be on the way.
Hopefully it's not that little bone in your wrist, which I don't think it is. What do they call it? The scaphoid or the scaphoid? Like that's you could just tell when he went in, because I told you when we watched it yesterday.
Yeah.
I've done that play probably 1,000 times. You're going head first into the board, so you got to put your hands out to stop your momentum. He went in pretty hard too, Wally. And yet what it is, They just said hand.
So far, like they never even confirmed hand or wrist.
Yeah.
I think Gord Wilson asked the question, is it his right hand wrist? And Travis just went, yes. Something to that effect, I believe.
Yeah. You could tell right away like he was shaking it, and they put the spray on it, I believe.
Well, you know what's interesting, Yorkie, is he gets up, gets into that scrum, and then it's almost like it takes 3 seconds to react. Like, this is bad.
It's always those unsuspecting plays when you're not expecting something like that, and it's the most dangerous play in hockey when you're 3 feet away from the boards, because the boards doesn't move. It's boy, oh boy, though. What terrible news though. Like with all the positivity coming into this season, the last year, and it's a lot of guys are gonna have to step up, Wally. A lot of guys are gonna have to step up because this is a massive hole.
And we'll get into that as we've got lots to discuss here. Just okay. Someone just, by the way, I meant to get to it earlier, said I'd be the grocery stick on the bench. That might be right.
Yeah. Well, maybe I could see you doing maybe the music in the dressing room. Like you get your Shakira on there, and
good room guy.
Your Rihanna. Things bumping in there. I didn't know. It's one thing. You learn something new every day on this show, Wally. And I learned yesterday that you are a Shakira fan.
You didn't even know who sang it.
I know.
You thought it was Ray Ray or Riri or what?
Hips Don't Lie is Shakira. Diamonds, the other song you were humming, is Rihanna.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? a guy who knows all the music to today's generation, Jaime Baker. Welcome to the show.
That is not the truth, but I appreciate the introduction nonetheless.
Bakes, we're sitting like the penalty kill. Everyone's always talking about the penalty kill with the Sens. And Graham's like, it just drives them nuts. So Wally all of a sudden just starts humming the Rihanna song, like a diamond, like a diamond. He used to be a singer. Did you know that?
That is Riri. That's Riri. And it's
did you know?
Yeah.
Bakes, did you know that Wally used to sing in a church choir?
I didn't know that.
That's a true fact. He had the whole gown on, kind of like Sister Act. You know, Sister Act. We all got the things that go back and forth.
He's a well-rounded human being.
Oh man, I'm giddy today. I'm working on 4 hours sleep, Bakes. I'm in Utah right now.
Giddy then. Where are you anyway?
Utah. I'm covering. I'm doing the Flames Mammoth game tonight. What a city Salt Lake City is, fellas. By the way, it's buzzing here.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I played an exhibition game there, but we flew in the same day, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
We were in and out, but I said to Wally, I was watching the Flames Canucks on Saturday, and I'm like, that sounds like Yorkie. And I'm like, wait a minute, that is Yorkie. I'm like,
hold on a second here. I know I kept it under the radar. I didn't. It was not many people knew, but hey, I'm staying over tonight, and Wally, they've got bourbon here in Utah, so there's going to be a few old fashions after the game.
Can you? Is this an expense or is this per diem?
Oh yeah, no.
See the reaction on Yorkie's face.
You don't stay out past 11 anyway, so don't.
No, I gotta get some sleep.
Yeah.
Bakes, nice to see you.
You guys too.
Are you a big Thanksgiving guy?
I mean, I do like the holiday. It's the holiday of gratitude. So. Yeah, and I love Thanksgiving meals. So where are you going with this? Where are you going with this, Wally?
Where are you going with this?
I came across a photo of you at Thanksgiving this past weekend.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Well,
what? There it
is. So apparently, you
I didn't know
spent.
He cooked.
Well, still, this is what I found out is that Bakes is not a baker, but a chef, and cooked it all himself.
Oh, that's
my girlfriend. So my girlfriend's out of town. She's traveling for work. She's in Italy right now. Actually, traveling to Switzerland, I think tonight or tomorrow. But so what I did is on Friday I was working from home, and I cooked a 14-pound turkey. And mashed potatoes, mashed up some carrots, had a vegetable concoction, stuffing, ton of gravy, and I have leftovers. I hate cooking for one person. So I made a meal that Lee Versage came over Saturday night. We watched the game together. We had Thanksgiving feast, and I've been eating that every night, leftovers. I'm not sick of it yet. I got 2 to 3 more in me, 2 to 3 more meals in me.
That's cool. That's a dirty job preparing a turkey, Bakes. Don't you have to like pull the the gizzard? You got to take it out of there first before you.
I didn't cook. Yeah, I was. That just. There's nothing.
Hey, I'll say this, guys. This is one thing I do like about the U.S. Nobody milks a holiday like the Americans milk Thanksgiving. It goes on forever.
Big deal.
Like we don't do the holiday enough justice. Like we're like maybe 2 days and out. They bleed it right into Christmas. It's just that's just relax.
Well, I don't know. Like I agree with you that they milk it, but it doesn't make sense that the day of gratitude, the day to be thankful, is followed by the biggest shopping day in the year. We're going to be thankful and like, oh, let's get back to being greedy. We need more. I don't know.
I'm thankful for my credit card.
On a different day. I just don't think it should follow Thanksgiving. That's all.
I'm with you. I'm so with you. All right, before people pull their hair out listening to our show and wondering if we're ever going to talk about the Ottawa Senators, quickly, Biggs, we just brought it up about Brady Tkachuk being out for months. One, I'm just curious if you ever dealt
How
with
long
a
is he going to be
wrist
out?
injury. Well,
I
4+
haven't paid
weeks.
attention today. As of yesterday, I heard a month or more.
Yeah. So Travis said 4+ weeks, and then he said it could be longer.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he's getting this. Yesterday he flew to New York. He's getting his second opinion of whether surgery is needed, and then we'll get a better idea.
Bakes, like you saw the play, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I used to have that play happen to me all the time as a defenseman, because remember back in our time,
Yeah.
you got hit into the boards in a lot like that, so you had to brace yourself. Like, it's got to be a wrist, doesn't it? The way you go in, because it's pretty tough to break.
I know
your
they're saying
hand
hand and wrist. As soon as he got up, I didn't know he was injured. I was doing the game, so I was at the CTC. But as soon as I saw him take his glove off and shake his hand, I said to Creech, I said, he hurt his wrist. And hopefully it's not bad, but I said it's a pain in the, like, wrist injuries are a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, ankle injuries are bad, but you can tape them. But wrist injuries, like the last few years of my career, I was getting cortisone shots in my wrist and then and taping them up. And I was like, I didn't have good hands anyway, so that didn't help matters. But so the wrist, like, you use it literally for everything, every battle, every stick handle, every shot. So it's obviously concerning. So I don't know how bad it is. And now maybe if it's a hand injury, if it's more hand, less wrist, that might heal. That might not have, it might take a little longer to heal, but it might not have as like the lagging effect that a wrist, like, to me, a wrist injury is like, and I said this to Creech, I said, the only time it really gets better is when you rest it. And he's probably going to play, if he's playing in the Olympics, that means like next summer is when his wrist is going to really feel normal again, which is, I know, not like he can come back and play, but it's still, there's going to be lingering effects, I think, if it's mostly wrist.
My wrist still hurts, Bakes, from when I play. It's one of those things, eh? And if it's right hand, Brady's a lefty, so it's the top hand on his stick where you got to be strong on the top hand of your stick. Everybody thinks it's all about your bottom hand, but your top hand controls your stick. So hope for the best, because as I say in the Wally before you came on, like, they can't afford to lose this guy long term. He's too important.
So let me put it to you this way: do we hit the button?
Oh, get that! Come on, there. So he loves the panic button.
Yeah. This is an opportunity for this team collectively to prove that they belong as a group. Like, this is a big test. Everybody has to contribute like a little bit more. It's not up to like one guy to do it, but everybody has to be a little bit more physical. Somebody's going to have to, when the game is flat and you don't have the momentum, so there's going to have to be different guys that go out there and change the momentum of games. Things that we just take it for granted because Brady does it so often and he does it so well. Then you're obviously losing the scoring. So who's going to pick up for that? This is a great opportunity for Zetterlund to become a power forward, like a real true power forward. Dylan Cousins, great opportunity to like step up his game and really become an impactful player. And that's not, I'm just saying those guys because they're new here, but for everybody across the lineup, when I watched Florida play, I saw some of their first game, and then against Tampa, and then their second game was against Ottawa. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, this kind of galvanized them not having Barkov and Tkachuk so early. Like, they looked like they were playing well. And I'm like, it's like a galvanizing thing.
Yep.
To me, it's like a rallying cry. It's like, okay, people are going to count us out. Screw that. Like, we're going to prove everybody wrong, and we're going to overcome this adversity. Where my biggest concern is if it's more than a month, there's not a lot of wiggle room for other injuries. Then so like, it's like, okay, as a one-off, can they handle it? Yeah. For the whole year? No, that would be hard, but could they do it for a month or two? Yeah, they can. I think they can. I believe in the group, but man, oh man, there's no wiggle room now to lose another key piece. Then you're like, okay, now it's really impacting the depth of the team.
Do you know who I've got circled right now on a young player? Because this is decimated the left side, right? Like Brady's your top left winger, so it's like who's stepping up. So number one, if I'm David Perron, and you know this, Bakes, when a guy up in the lineup gets hurt and you're lower in the lineup, you're licking your chops. You're like, all right, this is going to be a golden opportunity for me to play some more minutes. So Perron, but to a greater extent, I got Ridley Gregg circled.
Absolutely.
I like his ceiling, like he's been good and he's an agitator. He's not Brady. Like, he's not going to run guys over, but I think he can get to another level and he's going to get more ice time now. He's going to be leaned on more. He's already a guy that gets on other team's skin. Like he's a guy that I think can even elevate some more, and he's going to become really important for the Ottawa Senators.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. It's an opportunity for him, and to be a guy that can impact the flow of a game when things are going well. Like it's a rising tide. Like shake things up a little bit out there.
And the good news is too. Like on a positive note, like with young players, you never know when they're going to pop and how much they're going to pop.
Yeah.
So Pinto's already gone to another level early in this season. Like he's now saying, you know what? I got a little swagger going now. He's always had some, but now he's got more because he's got named to that Olympic preliminary camp. So he's gone to there. To Bakes' point, let's see if Dylan Cousins can take another step. Like there's a lot of young guys on this team that aren't at their ceilings yet. And with this opportunity, those guys need to get there sooner than later.
So one of those two guys was probably one of those guys was going to get pulled from PP1 once Batherson came in. For now, they're both probably going to stay. And then you basically Tkachuk's out on the top power play and Batherson's in. So one of those guys, just by the merits of this injury, is getting more quality ice time. And so
Bakes, I think because they need a net front guy, right? And you need a lefty on that first unit. You need a left-handed stick so you can do your bumper players.
Yeah.
Does Ridley Gregg go to PP1?
He's on it today.
He has to. He has to because they've got so many right shots.
Yeah.
You can't have a power play with all right shots. So you can't just say, oh, yeah, Batherson, Giroux.
Good point.
Cousins. So
which way you should.
Yeah, because you know how the sticks are all set up. It's got to be outside of the passing lane. So Gregg's the guy that goes up there. So he's got a chance to really take another step. And Bakes with the power play, everybody loves to be on the power play. It's a privilege, but once you get there, you want to perform. So this will be interesting to see what Ridley does here with this opportunity.
Yeah.
Let me give it to you this way from Jackson Star today. Gregg, Batherson, Cousins, Stützle, Sanderson. So
say that again.
Gregg, Batherson, Cousins, Stützle, and Sanderson.
Okay.
So that puts
Pinto was
Eller, Pinto, Perron, Giroux, and Chabot on the second group.
Okay.
So your point about Ridley Gregg, and here are the lines today. Michael Amadio taking over for Brady Tkachuk on that top spot, with Drake Batherson also returning back to his normal spot along in that second line. Would you gentlemen have put Ridley Gregg on that top left side spot?
It's going to change. That's all I'm telling you. It's going to change. So I'm a big proponent, and I don't know if I talked to you guys about it. I've talked to other people about it, of having, as a centerman, you want one consistent winger. So it was like Stützle was with Tkachuk, Cousins and Batherson, Pinto and Gregg. And then you can move other pieces around. I still like that formula. So is it Stützle Zetterlund, are they kind of going to be a duo now for a little while that we're going to see? I don't know. I just know that it's Amadio playing. It's a tiered league. I love his game, and I know he can elevate his game when it matters most. We saw it coming down the stretch last year and in the playoffs. He's such a reliable player, but he's not a natural goal scorer. So he's not a guy that's going to put up a ton of points. He'd pick up more points if he stays on that line. But you're also playing against the other team's top D pair all the time. So maybe not as much because the lines are more balanced. So maybe that's what they're looking for. But these lines are going to change. They might change. They might change tonight by middle of the second period. So we can talk about them, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it staying static whatsoever. I just see I see Giroux up there, and I see Greg, Pinto, and Amadio as a line because they were so.
Me too.
Bad. And then I also at some point see Greg playing up with Stützle. So
I see. I'm with you, Bakes. I love that line with Amadio, Greg, and Pinto. They were so good down the stretch. I also like that line with Perron, Cousins, and Batherson. They were very good for a stretch last year. Arguably Ottawa's best round. Yeah, I would. Travis Green, this could be switched off after the second shift. Like he switches it like that. I wouldn't mind seeing Zetterlund on his offside and put Claude up on that line, and Zetterlund's got some speed. Just and I like the way those other two lines look. So I have a feeling it might go back to that eventually.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I'm with you. Ask you then, Biggs, does Fabian Zetterlund create enough for you offensively right now?
We will see.
Yeah,
literally enough. We're 3 games in, and I'm giving him a wash on last year. He comes over, his first trade. You're a little shocked. New environment. The team was playing really well at the time. Yeah. So he gets dropped into a 4th line role, which wasn't his role in San Jose. So he had a different role in San Jose than he had here. So now you're adjusting to that. It just takes longer to adjust when you're getting 8-9 minutes a game than it does if you're getting 15 minutes a game, So you're not as much in the flow of the game. I thought he got better near the end of the regular season. He looked more comfortable in the playoffs, had some good moments in the playoffs. So we're 3 games in. I really liked him in game 1. I liked his physicality. I thought he was all right against Florida. The other night, I didn't notice him as much, but I think that's why I brought him up. I think this is an opportunity for him to say, oh man, I'm a big guy. And he had 10 hits in the first game, I think, against Tampa. He doesn't have to do that every night, but bring that physicality. He led all skaters with hits in the first night. So bring that physicality, that net front presence. He should be able to get some garbage goals. But he's got to learn to play with Timmy Stützle. Easier said than done, because Stützle, you can't always read where he's going because he's so dynamic out there. So it sounds easy, but think of it as it's a quarterback wide receiver type of thing where the wide receiver has his route. It's like the quarterback has to hit him right when he gets open. If you get open, you're not open for very long. So if the quarterback hesitates, which that's what differentiates good quarterbacks to great quarterbacks, the great quarterbacks hit you right when somebody is open. So Zetterlund has to learn how to get open at the right time so Stützle can feed him the puck.
Yorkie's my receiver.
Yeah, that's a great point though, Bakes. Like everybody thinks it's easy. Just put a guy with a really good player and you're going to produce. But Stützle's a unique player. He does. I don't know. He'd be very tough to read because I don't think sometimes he knows what he's going to do with the puck because his brain is working so fast and he sees an opening and he uses his skating and he's so quick that your brain, if you're playing with him, has to work extremely fast to read off him because his decisions are so split second, right?
So you don't know necessarily, and he's so good one-on-one. you don't know, like a lot of players, you come in and you support the player. Like if Stützle's carrying it through the neutral zone, you create some strong side support, try and, get the D to back off a bit and give the guy whoever's carrying the puck, in this case, Stützle, some time and space. Stützle doesn't necessarily, he can create time and space on his own. So am I supposed to come and create an overload situation? Should I stay wide and keep the defense spread out? If he gets into the zone, is he driving wide? Is he cutting across? Is he going to do a button hook? Like, what's he going to do? And based on all those three options, what am I going to do? So like there's a variety of decisions that you have to make, in the split moment that's going to dictate what happens in 3-4 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, before we get to Drake Batherson, I got to take care of some business, and then we'll get on to the new guy in the lineup and have some positive talk. This show brought to you by Simply Spiked, which Sens fans could probably use a couple of right about now. Whether you're gathering with friends, it's not just about the moment, it's about making memories that last, and nothing pairs better than those hangouts than a juicy refreshment of Simply Spiked. Start with the OG classic, Simply Spiked Lemonade. A summer favorite that never disappoints. Now that it's fall, you can even enjoy it in the fall as well. Looking for something a little different? Try the sweet and juicy kick of Simply Spiked Peach, or check out the newest addition to the lineup, Simply Spiked Limeade. Perfectly sweet, perfectly tart. As we call it, the Travis Green. Can't decide between cherry limeade or black. Don't laugh at this. No problem. Grab the Simply Spiked variety pack and try them all. Simply Spiked, bringing the juiciness to Canada since 2023, and it's here to stay. Pick it up at your local LCBO. Visit simplyspiked.ca. Must be legal drinking age. Celebrate responsibly, please. Yorkie, would you like me to take care of this, or are you good?
Shoeless Joe's, Wally? What day of the week is it? Is it Thursday?
No,
that's half price. Is it? It's Thursday. No, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I have no idea. I have no idea what the day of the week is right now. So Shoeless Joe's on Wednesdays. Is that Big Burger Energy Wednesday?
Nailed it. Yes.
Massive burgers starting at $10. Enough said. Sens are playing, so that's also $9 buds. You go in there, you get a $9 bud. Like, come on. You can visit Shoeless Joe's at Kempville or Orleans locations. Shoeless Joe's, where daily deals meet big flavor and good times on repeat.
And if you go in there in Orleans and the Lean Us to Victory t-shirts are hanging, just tell them you want one. See if they get it down for you.
I think I gave away all our merch that night at Shoeless Joe's.
Yeah, you were supposed to give away like this box over here, and it ended up being like both boxes, and now we don't have any shirts left. Anyway, God. Baker, this is what I got to deal with. Okay, Drake Batherson's in the lineup. So good news. What do we expect to see out of a guy that's going to make his season debut tonight, who we were hoping for big things to come into this season? Still hoping that he's going to find that groove in quickly now that's Ottawa still struggling to score goals.
Are you asking me?
Always ask you. I don't really want to hear from Yorkie.
No.
I think Drake, I'm going to go back to last year. Drake evolved as a player last year. He put more onus and importance on playing a good three-zone game, being better away from the puck, being more defensive-minded, and he took steps to do that, to be a better two-way player. And he did a good job. Like, you could tell he cared about it. He didn't have a great playoff. He knows that. So wasn't terrible, but there was a couple of mistakes, and we all know the overtime game and all of that. Yep. That's a motivating factor throughout the summer for a really competitive guy. And what I see is someone who wants to come back and take their game to an even higher level, as far as being hard to play against, being good defensively, and I still am really skilled, in case you forgot, and have a more shoot first mentality. So I'm expecting a lot from him, and I think he's going to deliver. So I'm really excited that he's back. Now with Brady out, I think it's like even more, not expectations, but I'm more optimistic that he's going to elevate his game right away.
I thought you didn't want to hear from you. You didn't want to hear from me.
Oh, here we go. Sensitive Yorkie's back.
Listen, I love the.
Your screen had frozen.
Just sitting there. I was just reading. We didn't even. I had no idea. So
we're getting to Sebrango.
Yeah. Anyways, I just read that on X. But as far as Drake's concerned, I think this is great timing. Obviously, with Brady out and Drake coming in, they need this. They need an influx of offense. His patience with the puck, the power play, all those things are going to help out. I'd just love to see him shoot the puck more this year. He's got a great release. That little pull and drag he has. I'd like to see him become more of a shooter this year because I think he can be a 30-goal scorer. But the problem is he sees so many different things. Like he's a great disher. I'd like to see him get a little more selfish. But he's going to be. I think he's going to come out flying tonight. Back in the lineup, he'll be fresh. He's confident too. Remember the house. Looks awesome.
Yorkie, you're back on the shed Wi-Fi.
It's hotel Wi-Fi. It's terrible. Am I back?
Yeah, you're breaking up like crazy.
Sorry. How, am I good now?
I did it to your hotel internet so that you'd be a little quieter.
Yeah.
No, you're just breaking up a bit. That's all right. We'll I'm sure it'll get better here. I'm curious if you would switch Zetterlund and Batherson on the right side and put Batherson with Stützle. And I know they like the chemistry between Cousins and Batherson.
I don't know about you, but
this team needs to score.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in putting top players with top players. Like I think Drake would be great playing Timmy. They've done it before.
Right.
Drake's.
I mean, it's just gonna be an ongoing Rubik's Cube of lines. Just be prepared for that. So like you have options. There's going to be in-game scenarios where you're like, yep, we're going to load up and we're going to change it. There's going to be times like to start tonight's game where we're spreading the wealth throughout the top three lines. It's the one thing I can pretty much guarantee is that there's so many games and there's so many different scenarios that are happening. And like in the next 2 nights, 2 back-to-back games, I will be shocked if these 4 lines stay together for the entire game for the next 2 games. I'll be shocked. That's not a bad thing. So that's not a bad thing. It keeps players on their toes. But yeah, like we might see Batherson with Stützle tonight. Like they are going to figure. They basically you go through camp and you have these ideas of what you want, assuming everyone's healthy. Then Batherson goes down. So now you create new scenarios of like, oh, this is what we might want to do. And well, now they have to create new scenarios with Brady. It's going to take some time to figure that out.
Can you see them maybe calling up somebody and making a line change that way? The reason I ask this, guys, I don't think Ottawa has a lot of depth.
Who are you calling up?
I know that. Well, they've got to find some offense somewhere. I want to make sure that this isn't disrespect, but Michael Amadio is not a top 6 forward. And some might argue that David Perron at this point may not be a top 6, or even Fabian Zetterlund on a periphery.
There's no top 6. There's no top 6 forwards in the minors.
No, I know, Yorkie, but there's somehow you've got to find offense. Like this team is just, I believe you can see the lack of depth on the wings. That's all.
Well, you've got a massive injury, so it's going to be.
This team can't afford a massive injury.
Well, they have one, so you got to deal with it. This is one other guy step up, and you don't have to step up for the whole year. Like if he's out, let's say it's 2 months, it's you deal with it. Other teams get injuries all the time.
I understand, but this isn't Florida.
Yeah, I know, but nobody in the minors is coming up and scoring for this team.
Exactly.
It's got to come from within, and the guy Bakes hit him early. It's Zetterlund. Zetterlund's the guy that's got to score. Like he was signed to a 2-year deal to produce, and now he's got an opportunity. It's only 3 games in here, and let's see what happens. Like to me, the jury's still out on him. He could come in, get some great confidence or some great chemistry with Stützle, and start lighting the lamp. And if he does that, it's going to be exactly from somebody relatively new.
You just broke up as you said. It's going to be exactly, and then we don't know what it was you were saying.
Am I back?
Yeah,
you're back.
Yeah. Anyways, but the other thing too, and I often say this about the Sens, there's a lot of young guys, and I mentioned Greg. Like, he's going to get better. Dylan Cousins can still get better. Pinto, we've already seen him get better in this year so far. So there's upticks with those players. But to me, the big guy is Zetterlund. Is can he become a everyday reliable scorer on this team? And he can. And but tell him he does it, right?
He's going to get the opportunity to be. That's for sure.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
You brought it up. So we'll get to Levy Marilyn in a sec. You brought up Donovan Sebrango. He has now been claimed by the Florida Panthers on waivers because they just announced Kulikov out 5 months, I think, with surgery. They're battling some key injuries. Tough to lose him because you needed some depth on your left side, but he was not going to be around much longer with this team anyway, just on a Sens-related, Ottawa-based issue, not a organizational. I just think he was going to spend most of the time in the AHL. So this is good for him to get a chance to play.
Awesome story, Bakes, for a kid that he's in the East Coast League for a while. He's grinded out in the minors. He's going to now get. This is the beauty when you get picked up like this, you're automatically get an opportunity with an injury, so he's going to get a chance to play there. So good for him. Great story. But I agree. Yeah, in Ottawa, probably if you look at their left side with who they've got, Clevin, Shabbat, Sanderson, like he wasn't breaking through there. And so this is a good opportunity for a young local guy. It's a great story.
Yeah, you root for him.
Yeah.
I agree. And he probably, I think he gets through if there's not a major injury like the Florida Panthers have.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Right. Yep. They just need to find someone to fill a hole pretty quick. Levy Marilyn will make his season debut tonight. Do we put much? No, I already know the answer, so I'm not going to bring up the preseason. No. What do we expect to see from Marilyn tonight? Bakes, are you confident?
I am. Look at his record. Look at his goals against. Look at his save percentage. Like, he's had success. There was pressure on him to win games because of the injury situation, and he handled it well. He, some would say, almost salvaged the season, when the Sens were in need of a goaltender to step up, and he did. Yeah. So does that mean he's going to be perfect tonight? No, not necessarily. But do I have confidence in him being a backup and playing 30, 35, 40 games? Absolutely. So good opportunity for him tonight. And I have full expectations that he's going to be a good goaltender here in Ottawa.
Yeah, I agree. He came in a pressure cooker last year. Didn't have the best of camps, but I don't put a lot of stock in a training camp. It's a regular season now. These games count now. So I think the kid will be fine.
Let's hope so. Well, he also has going for him that it's the Buffalo Sabres. I know they beat Ottawa every game last year, all 4 times. But this is, again, another tire fire, and they're 3 games in. So one of only 2 teams in the league. Them and the Islanders have 0 points on the season. Sens do play the Islanders on Saturday. And it was Tage Thompson, right? I don't want to talk about anything.
3 games in. And the body language and mojo is just terrible in Buffalo. It's like, guys, you're like, get me out of here.
It's a cloud, right? It carried over from last year. Like, it's not gone. It's and the year before and the year before. Like, it's for it to happen this quickly has to mean they didn't have a lot of internal belief if they're already questioning things this early after 3 games.
Yeah.
So,
while we kind of brushed over the Norris thing the other day, I feel so bad for Josh Norris, but like everybody in Ottawa knew the injury situation. I still can't believe Buffalo pulled the trigger on that. No disrespect to Josh. When healthy, is a fantastic player.
It doesn't make sense.
But it does. The trade doesn't make any sense.
No, just because of the potential injury, which has happened.
Yes,
it was He did it again on a face-off. I feel like I took 1,000 face-offs. I never got hurt on a face-off. So if I did, it would have been I got tangled up with someone and tweaked my knee or something. But just going in that sweeping motion, I don't know if it's shoulder again or not, but it's just
they said it's an oblique injury, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. It's just weird that so it's just weird that it's just how often do you see someone get injured on a face-off going through the It's just rare, and it's happened to him twice. It's just I feel terrible for the guy.
But the point is, how many bad trades is this organization going to make? It's nonstop.
My guess is they're going to have to make a couple because it sounds like more and more guys want it out.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I'm just shocked that we're 3 games in and you can see it and feel it from them of how they're just tired of all of it around that organization.
Yeah. Well, I think it just permeates throughout the city. The media talks about it. The fan base, like nobody has any patience anymore because it's been 14 years. So, it's a small town. It's not a big town. I know they have their Bills, but then they have the Sabres,
Yeah.
And people get excited for hockey, but it's not like people were getting excited for hockey because there's so many unknowns and they're like, what do we have to get excited about? This team hasn't given us enough for over a decade now. But, so the pressure, it just puts a lot of pressure on these guys to get to a good start. But like 3 games is awfully early.
I'm with you. And I will say the fan base is phenomenal in Buffalo. It always has been. And
great sport. It's a great sports town.
It's wild to me. And I don't blame them for not, like, if they didn't want to go to games now, because there's nothing from management or ownership that makes you believe that this is going to turn around. And that's got to be deflating if you're a player.
Yeah.
They have really good skilled players on that team.
They got great pieces. They got good pieces.
Right? Like Jordan Greenway and Alex Tuck and like Bowen Byram, like their defense and Rasmus Dahlin, like they have some really good pieces. Frustrating to watch them not be able to put it together.
Well,
maybe they will. Maybe they'll get on a run. Hopefully, doesn't start tonight. But
it's all big. All of a sudden, they go on a run.
Well, I will say Ottawa is 4-9-1 in its last 14 visits to Buffalo.
Oh boy,
4-9-1. Not ideal.
I've never really understood that. How it's a completely different team than it was, like 3 or 4 years ago.
I know.
Or predominantly different. Predominantly, not completely different, but predominantly different. How some teams you're just crappy in certain places, and different coaching. 80% of the rosters changed, but you still struggle. I'm like, it doesn't make sense.
And Bakes, like you played, I played. It's not like as a player, you're playing Buffalo and you come to the rink for that game, like, oh boy, our record's really bad against these guys, man.
Yeah.
It's a good talking point though for everybody in the media. It's one of the things you always show on a broadcast. This is the record against this team.
Right.
I know, but look at Ottawa going into Carolina. It's been like 20 years.
That one is like the Bermuda Triangle. They just get lost when they go there.
It's wild.
It's crazy.
Okay, I do have, you know what, Bake, since you're still here, I have 3 parlays that are into tonight's game. I'm curious. I need to pick one for tonight's game because I think they're all really good. We're going to get to those in a sec. Yorkie, hang on, Jake. Let's just get Yorkie to do some work, and then we'll do Bet365.
All right, more work. Well, always good to talk about BEI, though, the heavy civil general contractor. Give them a call for some aggregate topsoil, custom crushing, screening, equipment rentals, and hot mix paving. Hit them up at 613-432-1120 at bonishirexcavating.com. BEI is helping to shape the Ottawa Valley.
And of course, our show is proudly presented to you by Bet365. Whatever your bet is, it's never ordinary. Bet365. Use code NATION to get in on all the action. NATION. Download the app today. Must be 19 or older. Ontario only. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, visit connectsontario.ca. Okay, gentlemen, here are the 3 parlays bet boost tonight. Dylan Cousins, 1 point. Jake Sanderson, 1 point. Alex Tuck, 1 point. That's not bad. Plus 450, okay? So if you don't like that one, Ottawa wins teams combined for over 5.5 goals, so 6. Drake Batherson to score a goal. Not bad, 550. And then finally, both teams to score at least 2 goals. Tim Stützle, 1 assist. Rasmus Dahlin, 1 assist. Which one of the 3 do I put my $10 on today?
Hicks, what do you think?
Well, I know what I think, but it depends on what type of return you're looking for.
I just want one I just want to win.
Wally likes high risk stocks.
Then I would go with the third one. I think both teams are going to score 2 goals. Timmy Stützle is going to get an assist. And then that leaves it to Dahlin, and I'll say, yeah, he'll pick up an assist.
By the way, Yorkie, we did hit the parlay in Florida the other night.
I saw that.
So, okay, so that's Bake's one's number 3. Okay, Yorkie, are you picking one? By the way, you still owe me $50, but anyway, we move on.
I think is that the Tkachuk bet to get 30?
Yeah.
Now he's out.
You're not going to give me the money now?
No, I'll still pay you. Come on. I will go with Drake Batherson to score a goal.
Yeah.
Ottawa over 5.5.
6. Yeah.
Give me a leaky game with some goals and the Drake on the board with 1. I like that one. I'll take that one.
It's number 2. Damn it. I do like number 1. I think Cousins gets a point and Sanderson gets a point. Alex Tuck gets a point. So you know what? Because I like to be able to blame Yorkie for things, I will take number 2.
Number 2.
That's the money line. That's Ottawa to win over 5.5 goals. Drake Batherson to score a goal. I don't like it. That's not my favorite, but I will do it for you.
Okay.
Screw it. I'm not doing it. I'm taking the first one. I don't like it enough. I don't know that Batherson will score.
I didn't want to say anything, but I like that one the least. But it has the biggest return. That's why I asked the question.
I know.
That's why I asked.
I'm worried
it has the biggest return.
Yeah.
Least likely.
Yeah, but what do you think? Do you think Drake Batherson scores a goal tonight? Right?
They're both desperate teams. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. Like when you're desperate to win, you hunker down defensively. You don't open things up. Yeah. So that's
the only thing though, Bakes, early in the season, the refs just go crazy on the power plays. They're establishing the new.
Right about that.
It's just beginning of the season. It's like power play fest.
Yeah.
It's like and guys just power plays are so good right now. It's just I find these games so tough, but I do know the refs. It's power play central. So that's what I like that. And Drake's on the first unit. I see a lot of goals in this game.
That's a good selling point.
Buffalo has yet to score a power play goal.
There you go.
11 opportunities. They've been outscored 10-2 in their 3 games.
They're due.
That's what I was thinking. They only have 2 goals in 3 games. So I'm like, I don't know if it's going to get to the over 5.5. And that's a lot of pressure on Drake. First game back. That's all.
That's it. You've said it. I'm taking number 1.
Assist, I think it would be much more appealing. Like or just any type of point. If he had any type of point, I think that would be more appealing to me.
I find it tough though to get 3 different things to happen in a game, to get 3 guys to do something. And I know it's just 1 point each, but that's easier said than done. Where when versus just relying on one guy to score and the goals going up. Anyways, I like that. I like that plus 550. Take that one.
No, I don't.
I'm not telling you to take. I'm telling our good listeners and viewers to take that one.
Okay. Finally, it's just off topic, if you will, is how would you like to be the Rangers, who have been shut out in all 3 of their games at home?
What is going on there? I thought Sully, Mike Sullivan was going to come in there and kick some butt and get these guys playing. Man,
how many? They've won. I think they've won 2 games on the road. I think they've played 5 games.
They're 3. Yeah, they're 2-3.
So it's.
I scored 10 goals in those 2 games on the road and 0 at home.
I think he's I think they're going through a little bit of a change in their style of play, and to be more defensive focused, more like even more detailed.
Yeah.
And in doing so, you compromise a bit of offense early in the year until it becomes instinctual. But that doesn't 3 shutouts, 3 games at home.
It's wild.
Yeah. But like, New York doesn't care. They got Dart and Scattaboo. They don't care right now.
So true. They've got of their 5 games, 4 of them have been shutouts. Like they've lost 3 and they've won. One of the ones they won was a 4-0 shutout. Like it's just interesting of how that's gone in New York.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Nice to see you, Bakes. We appreciate your time as always. Thanks
for
inviting me over for Thanksgiving dinner because I
good seeing you, Bakes. Good seeing you.
You too, guys. Have fun in Utah, Yorkie.
See you, buddy.
See you, pal. There goes Jaime Baker. I just said he didn't hear me, but he didn't invite me over for Thanksgiving dinner. Would have been nice. I sat alone.
Where's your family?
They were at the they were out at the family dinner, and I was just flying in late, and I was.
Oh yeah, because you were in the.
Yeah, I was like, I got a show the next day to prep for.
But didn't you do like you were home Sunday, weren't you?
Yeah.
Don't you?
Oh, that's I meant to bring this up. No, Thanksgiving should be on a Sunday. Why should it be on a Monday when it's late and you're all tired after the weekend? You should do it on Sunday and then Monday have off.
You eat the turkey Monday. It's a day off. It's a holiday Monday. And then you just like pass out from what do they call it? What's it called? The tryptophan or whatever the stuff.
Tryptophan, and then you just mail in Tuesday.
Well, no, you get to bed early. You get
people
glasses of wine.
Exactly. The family's over. You stay up late,
and it's better Monday too because if you have a big family dinner, it's an excuse to tell everybody to get out. I gotta work tomorrow. Get out of my house.
Jake, we need a quick poll. If you can, I don't know if you can do this in time. Do you just celebrate Thanksgiving on Sunday or Monday? Monday should be the recovery day, as Alfie Mullet says.
Recovery day.
Yeah, I don't understand. It should be on Sunday. It doesn't make sense to do it on a Monday. People got stuff to do. Some people still work.
On Thanksgiving Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's off for most people. Anyways.
No. Okay, Sunday. And I think Sunday's going to win if we have a quick.
Yeah. But all right.
Jake's probably. Okay, here it is. Quick, get your votes into this poll. It's already at 81%. Say Sunday. 85%. It's not even close, Yorkie.
Yeah. There's football on Sunday, so I get you know what, eat, watch the football all day, and have a nice dinner, and then Monday maybe get a little golf game in.
By the way, I don't know if we're going to get our golf game in for my 110. Although I would like to push it to the spring because now apparently Royal Ottawa, the greens are like the U.S. Open.
It's like you'll be putting. Yeah. Oh, all right.
73% say do it on Sunday.
Okay. All right. I need a nap, Wally.
You have a good game tonight, Yorkie. We'll be watching. Get that Flames team turned around.
All right.
See everybody. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to Coming In Hot. If you enjoyed the show, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to never miss an episode.